No performance enhancing drugs were consumed in the making of this video. Have you ever wondered what's wrong with time? How you and everybody just passes time without so much as saying hello? No, hang on, that's not what I wanted to say. Have you ever wondered what's wrong with time? As in, the way we measure time. If you haven't, well, get ready to have your mind blown. A tiny bit. Maybe. And if you have, well, how does it feel to be such a know-it-all, huh? Good? You selfish
Dearest
know-it-all,
viewer,
you ruin
who will
everyone's
subscribe to my
day,
channel.
asshole. One day is the time from one sunrise to the next one. 1 year is the time Earth takes to complete one revolution around the sun, which is when the seasons repeat, the zodiacs come back in the sky, which roughly has around 365 day and night cycles and 12 lunar cycles. So, now that's out of the way, let's go down the rabbit hole. One day has 24 hours, 1 hour has 60 minutes, 1 minute has 60 seconds, 1 second has 1000 milliseconds. Do you notice this inconsistency? Okay, so let's go the other way now. 24 hours make a day, 30 days make a month, 12 months make a year. Also, some months have 31 days. Except February, which has 28. Unless it's a leap year, then it has 29. Also, weeks have 7 days. You gotta be shitting me. There must be a better, more uniform way to do this. I don't know, we could have 100 seconds in a minute, 100 minutes in an hour, let's say 10 hours in a day, 10 days in a week, 10 months in a year. This inconsistent timescales are such because it was kind of assembled by humans at different points in our collective history. The measurement of time began with the invention of sundials in ancient Egypt. Yeah, I googled it. Sometime before 1500 BC. These ancient Egyptians divided the total time of the day into 12 equal parts, probably in sync with the 12 lunar cycles in a year, which is what came to be our hour. As the ages passed, our need to measure time more accurately arose, meaning we had to further divide the hour. The Babylonians took care of that, who, unlike the decimal system we all know and love, used the sexagesimal number system used by the Sumerians since 2000 BC. Hence, the magical 60 seconds a minute and 60 minutes an hour was born. And by the time there came a need to divide the seconds further, we had moved on to a well-established metric system. Everyone except America, am I right? So we have the 1000 milliseconds in accordance to that. The months initially had 29 days, which is in sync with the lunar cycle, but it added up to 354 days in a year, which resulted in the calendar falling out of sync with the seasons. Hence,
mighty Julius Caesar
changed the calendar to accommodate 365 days in a year, which led to some months getting extra days. Now the deal with February is a whole nother story about a guy called Numa Pompilius. Let me tell you, just gonna need a minute here. Wait, what was I saying? You know what I just realized? This whole shtick is just made up, man. We could have a more efficient measure of time today. Oh, what, you think we are too set in our ways? Tell that to the people in 1582 who went directly from 4th to 15th October in that year, due to mighty Caesar adding leap days to the century, not counting the years divisible by 400 for centuries, resulting in 10 days lag in 1582. People have birthdays in 5th to 14th October, man. You know, come to think of it, our decimal system we know and love is also made up. I mean, it's basically 10 different symbols called digits that keep repeating, and every time the last one comes on the right, we add the first one on the left. Wait, so if that is made up, does that mean mathematics is made up? Is it just a way to try and make sense of our surroundings? The movements of the stars, the sun, the moon, the Avogadro number, atomic numbers, rhythm of a drumbeat, the money in our accounts, the worth of our lives, words, grammar. Does it even make sense? Is
Everything made up? Is everything a fucking lie?
Speaking of atoms, we have actually never seen one. All we know about an atom is by throwing particles inside an atom, capturing the ricochet, and making predictions based on calculations. So, basically math. But no, atoms must exist, right? I mean, we have nuclear energy and atom bombs. Can't deny that. So, atoms and subatomic particles must exist because they behave the way math predicts. So, then math must also be correct. But what if our knowledge of the atom is just at the surface level, which can explain some of these phenomena but not all, like why the fuck do atoms behave as waves and particles? Why is the nuclear force strong and weak? Maybe it's how you may not know how the internal combustion engine works, but you can still drive a car, right? Is our mathematics even capable of making sense of the complicated system that is an atom? Or design spaceships that are capable of interstellar travel? Just how you cannot teach a dog calculus, but you can teach them some basic tricks. Are we just getting off by doing some basic trickery like math and physics and chemistry, which are like the go fetch of tricks and will never be able to figure out a grand unification theory or a theory of everything? Heck, we don't even know how the human brain works. How is a hunk of meat able to do complex calculations and experience this wonderful thing called life by just some chemical reactions and electrical signals? It could all be an illusion. What we see, touch, smell, or hear, for all we know. You or I could be characters of a game being played by some weird alien being in an arcade, and our universe is nothing but a simulation. If you give it some thought, I bet you can convince yourself that's exactly what's happening. For the scope of this video, let's assume that isn't the case. But our universe is still mostly dark matter and dark energy. We aren't even the most common form of matter. There could be an entire civilization of dark matter creatures all around us. The universe swarming with life, not as we know it, and may never come to know of. Are we just a way that the universe experiences itself, but the universe never engineered us to uncover its secrets? Are we just specks of dust with an illusion of consciousness? Are we forever doomed to be the odd matter out in a universe mostly unknown to us, locked in our bodies with limited senses, limited resources, and limited knowledge? Or maybe we will get to the answer one day. Maybe you reach the goal no matter what path you take. It might take us longer based on the limitations of our human brain, but one day we might, with our flawed methodology and measuring systems, reach a theory of everything. Maybe it's just not the right time yet. Well, at least this way the video ends in a positive note. Here's hoping that one day humanity gets all the answers and time travel, immortality, Starfleet may all become reality. Unless this pandemic just kills us all by